Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Adiola, and this is the face behind this YouTube channel. This is the face behind the YouTube channel. I welcome you all to this YouTube channel. Please don't just don't just watch. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and make sure you comment as well. So today let's get started. Anyways, let's get started. So today I'll be making this beautiful cartoon character bag here, and this is the cartoon that I'm working with. So it all depends on the size you're working with, but whichever way, any size you want, you take your cartoon character and then you fold it into two so you can notch the middle. After notching the middle, you measure all around what you have. So what I have here after measuring all is 40.5 inches. So firstly I'll be cutting my zipper side here. I'll be cutting my zipper side. So for the out of the 14.5 inches, I want my zipper to occupy 20.5 inches, and then the non-zipper side I want it to be 20 inches. Do you understand? So for the zipper side, which is 20.5 inches, I'll be adding just 1 inch to it. 1 inch for sewing allowance on both sides. So that's 21 and half inches, right? So this is my 21.5 inches, and then for the width I'm working with 2.5 inches. So I'll be needing my zipper and then my material, which is 2.5 inches. So I'll be joining both together and then I'll top stitch. So this is the outcome. This is what I have. So for the remaining part of that I'm going to join with it to make up the 4.5 inches, that's 20 inches, right? So for the 20 inches I'll be adding 1 inch for sewing allowance, which is the joining allowance, and we have 21 inches. This is my 21 inches, and I'll be taking the width of both zipper and then the material. I have almost 3 inches. So now this is my almost 3 inches by 21 inches. So I'll be joining it on both side, on both end, and then I'll top stitch. Now this is the outcome. I'll be taking the measurement all around. It has to give me the 40.5 inches that I need. Do you understand? Like, it is a must, yes, to give you the measurement that you need. Now moving forward, I'll be locating the middle. I'll just notch the middle at the upper part and the down part. So this part that is not the zipper side, I'll just fold half an inch all through, I mean whole round. I'll run the stitch. Now this is the outcome. This is what I have. So I'll be fixing the zipper part, the zipper side, to the cartoon character. So I'll notch the middle at the upper part and at the down part as well. Do you understand? And then I'll sew it to the cartoon character. And once I'm done with that, I'll make sure I pipe it as well. Before we continue, let me just take some seconds to talk about the online class. So if you know you're interested in online class, I mean structured bag, yes, this is strictly for structured bags. Our online tutorial will be starting in 2 days time. Yes, I mean in 2 days time, September 30th 2025 is going to start, and it's going to run for the next 2 months. Yes, please, if you know you're interested, just send a message on WhatsApp 07041307375. Just send the text message on WhatsApp, then we discuss further. Thank you. And once I'm done with the piping, this is what it should have. This is what it should look like. Please make sure your work is very neat. Yeah. So moving forward, I'll be cutting the main body. The cartoon character serve as the front pocket. Do you understand? Yes, that's the purpose. It serve as the front pocket. So now I'll be placing it on. I'll be using the cartoon character to cut my main body. Do you understand? So you can decide on how wide you want the main body to be. You can decide on how tall you want it to be. I mean, it all depends on your preference. There's no one rule to it. Do you understand? But in my own case, I place this on the material and then I have about 1 inch all round. I mean, I added 1 inch all round for the main body. Do you understand? So the shape, I make sure the shape is exactly the way the cartoon character is. Do you understand? At the down part, it is just curved a little bit, maybe 1.5 inches to 1.5 inches in and 1.5 inches upward. Do you understand? But coming to the upper part, you can see that it is well curved, I mean well rounded. Do you understand? Yes, you can see the difference here. So I follow the shape of the cartoon character. Do you understand? So the next thing I need to do now is to, like I said, the cartoon character is going to serve as the front pocket to the main body. So I'll be placing my cartoon character on the material now, on the main body, and then I'll be running the stitch. I'll use my pen to pin it down, and then I'll just run a stitch all round. Please remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe. I mean, I'm not collecting a dime from you, and it's not even much. It's not much to ask. I mean, just like, yes, I mean, just like, just subscribe, and just share. Now this is the outcome. This is what I have. So I've gonna need to cut out my foam, as I'll be needing one piece of foam. It is front and back body. Do you understand? So one piece of foam each and one lining each. So I'll be placing the foam on my lining, and after that I'll be placing my main body, which is the front body, on the foam, and then I'll run a stitch all round. Please make sure it is well centered. And once I'm done with that, I'll cut out the A6. Now moving forward, this is the back and body. So I've already gone ahead to sew both my foam and my lining. Do you understand? Now this is going to serve as the inner lining, like more like a compartment. Do you understand? Like a pocket. So this is what I have. I'm using the same width as the width of the main body. Do you understand? And then for the length, I'm working with 9.5 inches. So now this is the second pocket. It is just about maybe 2 to 2.5 inches difference in the length. Do you understand? Like I said, this is our inner pocket, right? So I'll be demarcating it. I mean, I'll just run a stitch, just demarcate it anyhow you want it. But in my own case, I demarcate it to about three different space. Do you understand? Three different spaces, two for the pen and by the what's it called, pencil and biro, and then the other side whatever the person whatever the child wants to put into it. Yes. So I think I demarcated into four spaces. Yeah, four, yes. And once I'm done with that, I'll just trim out the excess, and then I'll place it on the I'll fix it to the back body. Yes, I'll fix it to the back body. Thank you so much for watching to this moment. Please just take a second, I mean just a second, to subscribe to this channel. Please like, yes, I mean just let the like comes first before the subscribe. Please like, and don't forget to share as well. Thank you so much. Now moving forward, we'll be working on the back body. Yes, this is the back body. Do you understand? So I'll be needing about 3 inches by 8 inches, 3 inches by 8 inches for my handle, for my back handle. So I'll just fold a half inch on both sides, and then fold again and run a stitch. Now this is going to serve as my back handle. Now this is a square shape, and this is 3.5 by 3.5 inches. You can decide to use 4 by 4, you can decide to use 5 by 5, depending on the size of the bag you're sewing. Do you understand? But in my own case, I'm making use of 3.5 by 3.5, and then I'll just fold it in the diagonal way like this, and this is where I'll be needing it both side of the back body. And I'll be fixing my belt, my webbing to it. Do you understand? Now this is the handle of the bag. Can you see the way the shape is, the way the shape is constructed? So just watch closely so you can draft your own. So for the width of this, I'm working with 2 inches. Yes, 2 inches, 2 inches of width. And I'll be needing two pieces of that. One is going to face this direction, while the other one is going to face this direction. Do you understand? Now for the side belt holder, I'll be needing two pieces, and this is my two pieces. So I'll be, like I said, I'll be folding it in a diagonal way, and then I'll cut it into two. Yes, I'll slash it into two so I can fix in my webbing. Do you understand? So please watch this part carefully. Yes. And once I'm done with this, I'll go ahead to cut out my, the handle of the bag. I'll be needing one piece. I'll be needing two pieces of that, two pieces of foam, and then two pieces of my lining. I mean, one inch, one each. Sorry, do you understand? And I'll use my webbing to tape it all around. Yes, I'll just follow the shape the way it is. So I'll place my belt this way and take it to the sewing machine to run a stitch, and I'll top stitch as well, and then cut out the excess. So once I'm done with all of that, I'll fix it to the side of the bag, which is the back body. Don't forget, I'll fix it to the side. I need two pieces. I need two pieces of that. And this is the way I'll be fixing it to the back body. I mean, in this direction. Please do not make a mistake, please. And once I'm done with this, the handle that I've already piped, I'll go ahead to fix it to the back body. Do you understand? I mean, beside the handle. Yes, so this is the outcome. This is what we have. So you can go ahead to fixing your handle, to fixing the side older before piping the front and before piping the back body. Do you understand? And you can as well pipe in my own case, and then afterwards go ahead to fixing all the handles that is needed for the back body. Do you understand? So moving forward, we are gradually getting to the end. I'll take the all round measurement that I have here. So the all round measurement that I have here is 45 inches. So it is not left for me to decide how many inches is going for the zipper part and how many inches is going for the down part, which is the non-zipper part. Do you understand? So whatever measurements you are making use, just go ahead. You can decide out of the 45 inches, maybe 20 inches is going for the zipper side, 25 is going for the non-zipper. You can decide to make it equal, and you can decide to make the zipper part to, but just make sure that the zipper part doesn't occupy more than half of the measurements. Do you understand? Yes, more, not more than half of the measurements. Now moving forward, this is the zipper side that I'll be fixing first. So in my own case, I'm making use of 22 inches, yes, for my zipper side, and then I added 1 inch extra for joining allowance. Now in this case, I'm adding, the second zipper part, I'm going to tell you why, yes, but I'm adding 2 inches extra, 2 inches extra, yeah. Now this second side of the zipper is where I'll be adding my top handle. Do you understand? So that's why I'm adding 2 inches extra. The 2 inches extra is going to serve as joining allowance, in between the handles. Now, well, moving forward, like I said, this is the second zipper part. So I'll be locating the middle. After locating the middle, I'll measure 3 inches to the left and 3 inches to the right. Do you understand? 3 inches to the left and 3 inches to the right. Then I'll roll it out. So after rolling it out, I'll be slashing it. Yes. I'll be cutting it into two. So after slashing it, then moving forward, I'll cut another extra piece of material. Yes, another extra piece of material, depending on, you see, there's, like I said, there's no one rule to this bag making of a thing. There are some things you need to decide on your own as well, how you want it to be. Do you understand? So now in this part, you can decide that this other zipper part, you can decide that you want it to be wider. I mean, if you're using 2 inches for one zipper part, you can decide that the other one that you're going to fix your handle to, you can decide to make use of 3, you can decide to make use of 4, you can decide to make use of 5, depending on how big you want the top handle to be. Do you understand? My own top handle in this case is just a tiny one. Now this is the 3 inches, and that is what I'm going to be using for my top handle, 3 inches by 9 inches. So the 3 inches, I'm going to fold it into 2 and run a stitch, and I'll turn it outside. So after turning it outside, don't forget I used 3 inches. So unfold that's 1.5 inches. So taking half inch sewing allowance, then I'm left with 1 inch. Do you understand? That is how wide, I mean how big I want, how tiny, sorry, that I want my top handle to be. So if you'll be making use of about what's it called, unfold, you make use of about maybe 2 or 2.5 inches. That means you want your top handle to be big, you want it to be wide, so you have to increase the second side of the zipper. Do you understand? To maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how big, how wide your top handle is going to be. Do you understand? Now this is my own 1 inch top handle, so I'll be joining it on that 3 inches that I cut. So I'll be joining the first one. So after joining this, please make sure to top stitch. Yes, make sure to top stitch. So the next thing I need to do now is to fix in my what's it called, you can decide to make use of Marco. Yes, you can decide to make use of Marco, but I prefer to make use of foam. Yes, I just want this foam touch, this foam feeling. So I'm making use of my foam. What I did here was to fill in my foam into this top handle. So I cut the foam into pieces, start fixing it inside of it. Do you understand? Until I get to the end of the what's it called, the top handle. So I just left about half inch for sewing allowance. Yes. So now this is the outcome. This is what I have. So now, like I said, the 2 inches extra that I added to the one part of the zipper is for joining allowance. I mean, half inch on both sides in 2 places. That is 2 inches. So now cross checking it with the other zipper part. Can you see it is now equal? I mean, it is now equal. Can you see that? Yes. So now I'll be going ahead to fixing my zipper. So please, in fixing your zipper, don't forget your lining and your foam. It is very, very important. Yes, very, very important. So now moving forward, I'll take the measurement that I have. I mean, after joining the zipper, I'll take the measurement that I have. Then I'm going to use it to cut the down parts of this um zipper. Do you understand? And you had 1 inch for joining allowance. Please don't forget, and don't forget to add your foam and your lining as well. Now this is the outcome. This is what I have. So I'll be locating the middle. I'll just fold it into two to notch the middle on both sides. And once I'm done with the notching, I'll go ahead to fix it to the both the front and the back body, and then what's it called, I'll pipe it all around. Yes, it is very, very important. I'll pipe it all around. The part that carries the top and is where you're going to be fixing to the back body. Do you understand? So please don't forget that. Now this is the outcome. This is what I have after sewing it and then piping it all around. So I'll be turning it outside for you to see the outcome of the bag. I mean, I'm proud of myself. So you should be proud of yourself as well. Now this is the outcome and this is what it's looking like. So the last thing we need to fix now is the buckle. Yes, we'll be fixing our buckle. So I'll be needing a belt, a webbing. Yes, I'll be needing belt, and then I'll just fold it this way. You can decide how long you want it to be. I think I make use of about 12 inches. Yes, folding it into two. Yes, about 12 inches and folding it into two. So this is what I have. So once I'm done with that, I'll be fixing it this way. And I'll fold the edge this way. I mean, I'll double fold it and run a stitch. Now this is the outcome. This is what it's looking like. I mean, we are done with the whole school bag. So let me know if you have any comments. If you have anything to ask, just drop it in the comment section. I'll definitely respond.